That's enough now. Break it up. Somebody get some help over here.
Get your hands off me right now.
The wood is worn to a silver shine. We've crossed the shadow and the line.
That's
3,000 hours.
Keep cheering for these
in a
brave
circle
souls
of
as they
dust.
dance towards destiny.
In the
You can
name
do it,
of
sweetie.
mercy,
Keep moving.
in the name of trust.
Stop it, girls. That's enough. Get up off the floor. We gotta keep moving.
I wish both of you would move more nimbly in this scene.
In the end, the scene was approved on the 7th take. The two actresses who were acting out a fight eventually became genuinely angry and fought each other, venting their anger towards the director. After filming for the day was over, I was called aside by the assistant director and told, "You don't need to come in tomorrow." The next day, I was standing in front of the studio, looking for someone in the film industry who would cast me as an extra. Suddenly, a blonde woman I didn't know called out to me from behind. That was my first encounter with Gloria. She wasn't trying to talk to me, she was just trying to stop the bus as it was leaving. That's how Gloria and I started talking to each other. A week later, Gloria and I decided to participate in a dance marathon. She had invited me with a strange enthusiasm. To be honest, not having to worry about food was appealing. As long as I survived, I would get 7 meals a day. The menu was usually toast and coffee, or at best a sandwich. The rules of this bizarre competition are simple. Participants dance for 1 hour and 50 minutes, followed by a 10-minute break. During those 10 minutes, they use the toilet. They took a shower. They can sleep for up to 10 minutes. Shaving while dancing.
Come on, everyone. Let's get pumped up and dance. Keep moving.
It had been 216 hours since I started dancing with Gloria, and I had come to understand her pretty well by then. She was a gloomy woman, brimming with envy towards successful people, and prone to picking fights with just about anyone. But considering her tragic upbringing, I could see why she was that way. Perhaps because of her personality, Gloria was constantly getting into arguments with the other participants. George, number 36, almost hit Gloria, so I stepped in to calm him down. However, the altercation with Martha, number 41, escalated into a heated argument.
You bitch!
It wasn't just Gloria and Martha. As the 240-hour dance marathon neared its 10-day mark, arguments among the participants suddenly began to increase.
Fuck off, bitch!
Gloria was no exception. Even though they must have been completely exhausted, whenever a fight broke out, they would swing their fists with boundless energy.
Don't stop. This is way
This
more
is a
fun than
place
dancing.
to dance, not to fight. And you guys, stop just standing there watching. Get moving.
Watching the spectators in the stands cheering as the participants in the marathon dance brawled, I was reminded of spectators at a car race. The only difference was that there was no risk of a car plowing into the stands. When I told Gloria the analogy about car racing spectators, she gave me a meaningful smile and said, "Accidents in races aren't caused on purpose, are they?" Just as I was about to ask Gloria what she meant, the break began, and with everyone rushing to the locker room, I didn't get a chance to ask. I woke up to the overwhelming smell of ammonia, which made my nose wrinkle. It was Jim, one of the staff members who had come to wake me from my 10-minute nap.
Ladies, this is disgraceful! Please stop! Stop fighting!
When I returned to the dance floor, 2 women were in the middle of a heated physical altercation.
Come on, everyone, don't stop! Keep moving!
"It's just like a Cuban cockfight, isn't it?" Gloria said. She had come to stand beside me without my noticing. We started dancing as usual. "Is that what we were talking about before the break? That Cuban cockfighting?" I asked Gloria. Gloria laughed and asked me if I'd ever slept with a Cuban.
50 pesos on the rooster on the left. I'll take that bet right here. 100 on the black one.
Here's what I asked Gloria. Vincent Donald, the promoter of this event, couldn't get a loan from any bank, so he borrowed money from a certain family in Chicago. He used a piece of land in Hollywood as collateral. According to her, the Chicago gang wanted land more than they wanted interest. They threatened and bribed the floor judge, Rollo Peters. Rollo pretends to stop the fights, but actually stirs up trouble between the participants. What's more, he brought in a pair of participants to stir up trouble among the others, Mario and Jackie, number 9. They thought they were getting away with it, but Gloria saw right through them. If their strategy is to drive the audience away, then why has the number of visitors actually been increasing lately? When I said that, Gloria laughed and replied, "That's what makes this story so interesting." I hadn't believed Gloria's story, but during a break 18 hours later, I witnessed floor judge Peters and promoter Donald arguing in the hallway outside the locker room, and I began to think that what she had said might be true. 45 minutes after that argument, a fierce physical altercation broke out between 2 women on the floor. "Do you know what happens to a rooster that loses a cockfight and can't move anymore?" Gloria asked me. I gave a vague nod and replied, "It gets eaten, right?" "Of course," Gloria said weakly. "And then the chickens would have their necks snapped right there and then, and be turned into stew to serve to the audience. The reason we make stew is because the meat is tough," Gloria said with complete seriousness. "We're not fighting cocks," I said to Gloria. She looked me in the eye and said, "Yes, of course. We have either heaven or hell waiting for us." After murmuring that, she added, "I wonder if chickens have an afterlife." Whether or not there is an afterlife for chickens is beside the point, but Gloria might have been right. It was clear that none of the participants were listening to what Mario and Jackie had to say anymore. Mario and Jackie ended up getting a taste of their own medicine. The participants, enraged by their incitement, turned on them. Peters, a floor judge who usually doesn't intervene in disputes, rushed over and immediately disqualified the male and female participants who had struck Mario and Jackie. The moment he did, a wave of loud boos erupted from the audience. I watched the farce unfold while dancing with Gloria. When our eyes met, I knew she was thinking the same thing. By then, Our total time together was nearing 500 hours. When you spend nearly 500 hours together, your ways of thinking tend to become similar. I think I had turned into a gloomy, jealous person. Just 45 minutes after I'd been thinking about that, our dance came to an abrupt end. The bullet fired by the man who used to be number 24 struck Rollo Peters in the side. He clearly aimed at Mario, but it was Gloria who fell. She was dead. There was no need to check her pulse. When I parted her blonde hair, I saw a small hole. The dance marathon was canceled. After being questioned by the police, I packed my things and went outside. They told me not to leave town, but I didn't have the money to do so. I trudged alone along the path I had once walked with Gloria. It had been 526 hours since I'd last walked on the ground while looking up at the sky. Looked at the sky, then the ground. Makes I wonder if her went up or down.
Wood is worn to a silver shine. We've crossed the shadow and the line. 3,000 hours in a circle of dust. In the name of mercy, in the name of trust. Your eyelids are heavy as leading doors. I can't feel the rhythm of the floor anymore. Nickel is gone and the lights are gray. There's no more rhythm left to pay. So I'll give you a piece that the crowd can't buy, under a low and a hollow sky. It's a long way down to the mercy seat, where the hunger ends and the ghosts all meet. The ocean is far and the land is dry. We watch the summer just wither and die. We watch the summer just wither and die. No gold in the hills, no grain in the bin, just the hollow light on our paper-thin skin. They sold us the dream like a bag of hot air, while we danced till our hearts were too tired to care. So I'll give you a piece that the crowd can't buy, under a low and a hollow sky. It's a long way down to the mercy seat, where the hunger ends and the ghosts all meet. I'm sorry it came with a violent sound. I'm sorry I put you into the ground, but they were just waiting for you to fall, to pick up the change in the hollowed out hall. So I gave you a piece that the crowd can't buy, under a low and a hollow sky. It's a long way down to the mercy seat, where the hunger ends and the ghosts all meet. No more dust, no more floor, just the quiet, just the door.